come to us.
Friends, today we're going to set up in a child's pose. So if you've got blocks at home, you can bring those with you, as well as a blanket.
What's he got? Oh, thank you.
And if you've got a blanket, you can just drape it right on your mat, under the knees.
He still loves you. Daddy still loves you.
And then as you're ready, you'll come into child's pose. Knees can be wide or they can be closer together. You'll sit up tall, dropping the shoulders down the back. And take an inhale here, lengthen through the spine, micro movement. And then as you exhale, begin to fold forward. Hands can come flat on the mat. Head can rest down either on a pillow or a block or the floor. Neck fully relaxed. And allow yourself to come fully into your breath. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling fully. Today I am suffering from some intense allergies, so please forgive me. I'm going to be getting up and blowing my nose quite a bit. For any of you joining us, we're in child's pose. Hips are extended back to the heels. Knees can be wide or close together. Hands extending out on the mat. Neck relaxed. Coming into your breath, you can inhale deeply, opening the mouth, exhaling the breath out. Feel free to do that as many times as feels right for you. You can inhale through the nose, open the mouth and sigh it out. Slowly coming inward, becoming present and aware of the breath. Allow yourself to notice how you're feeling today. Give yourself permission to feel those feelings. Let them run through you. And if you haven't already, you can begin to deepen the breath, bringing the tip of the tongue broadly to the roof of the mouth, just behind the front teeth. opening through the back of the throat, continuing your inhales and your exhales, breathing a bit deeper into the belly, sending the air down the body. You can stretch the fingertips a little more forward, press the palms into the mat. We'll make this a little bit more energetic. Act as if you're dragging the hands energetically toward the body. Breathing into the space next to the torso, into the shoulders. And in your own time, you'll gently walk the hands over to the right. Breathing into the left side body. Inhaling, walking back to center, and coming to the left. Breathing into the opposite side body. And then you'll walk the hands back to center once more. Begin to bring gentle movement into the body. You'll roll forward, coming into a back bend. You can make the legs parallel behind you. Reach the heart forward as much as is comfortable. Gentle cobra type of pose. And then as you exhale, begin to send the hips back for a narrow-kneed child's pose. And then move on the breath. Inhaling, coming forward. Exhaling, pressing the hips back. Doing this one or two more times. Allow yourself to kind of just do a body assessment. Notice how the body is feeling in addition to the mind. Finishing up the round that you're on. You'll come all the way forward. And then keeping the elbows in toward the side body, lower yourself all the way down to the mat, onto the belly. And once you arrive here, hands come out into a T. You can turn the cheek toward the right. Raise the right foot. You can roll the ankle here. And then you're going to send the lifted foot over to the opposite side body. Pressing the floor away from you, moving into a twist. So right foot is reaching toward the left. You also get a twist and a stretch in the left shoulder. Inhale back to center. Awesome. Now we're going to do that on the next side. Left foot lifts up toward the sky. Roll the ankle. Gaze comes to the left as you send the foot over to the opposite side body, pressing the floor away. And then you'll inhale to roll back to center. Let's bring the hands under the shoulders. Squeeze the elbows into the midline of the body. Squeeze the shoulder blades back together and then gently down the back. And from here you'll gently press the tops of the feet into the floor, using the back muscles to press yourself up for a baby cobra. Take about 5 of your breaths here. Neck is long, gaze is slightly down and in front of you. And then you'll inhale, coming to a brief rest. And you'll do that again. Inhale, peel the heart forward, squeeze the shoulder blades together behind you. And this time, if you'd like, you can lift the hands. Continuing to squeeze. See if you can press the tops of the feet down into the floor as you do this, pressing all 10 toes into the mat. Notice the sensations in the body here. Notice what's working and what's resting. One more deep breath in and out. And then you'll inhale down. Take a rest again. And lift up through the right leg. Take the foot behind you. And then squeeze the foot toward the sit bone for quad stretch.
He didn't look too proud. He was pretty much happy to keep moving along.
He's very happy.
Yeah.
Left arm and leg can extend here. And then begin to press the right foot into the right hand, coming into a gentle back bend. You could stay here. You can also lift up through the left hand and left foot, making yourself into a bow type of a shape.
Oh, yeah. And there's other shit on there.
And then inhale it down.
Fuzz.
Same thing on the second side. Take in the left foot this time.
No, I just did it yesterday.
I know.
Squeezing it in for a quad stretch.
And the blower's fully charged if you
I'm
want.
going to use water.
Okay?
Give him a little flood down below.
Just let me know.
And then you'll extend through the right hand and right leg. This time pressing the foot into the hand, opening up the shoulder, opening up through the back, extending through, stretching through the chest. Option to lift the right arm and right leg. One more breath in and out.
We're calling your Walmart pharmacy. This pharmacy is operating with altered
Coming
hours
all
of
the way
operation. To
down.
hear the current pharmacy
Beautiful
hours,
job. You can
please
lift the
press
feet
3.
and crisscross the
Right.
legs
Press
behind
4.
you.
If you are a prescriber,
Release the
press
lower
2.
back.
For pharmacy hours, press 3. To check on the schedule,
And then once again, your
press
hands will come
5.
under
For pharmacy-
the shoulders, squeeze the shoulder blades together. This time you can lift up a little bit more.
Forget that doesn't.
Elbows can stay bent or they can come all the way straight. Press down into the tops of the feet.
Thank you for calling your Walmart pharmacy.
And then extend back to
Please stay
child's
on the line while your
pose.
call is transferred to the pharmacy.
Beautiful. Inhale to all fours. Ground down through the feet. I'm sorry, yes, the tops of the feet.
Sure.
Knees are under the hips. Hands are under the shoulders. You're going to roll to the left hand and left knee. You can kick the calf out to the side. Moving into an extended side bend. Supported here. Reaching the top arm up over the ear. Pinky side of the hand rotated down toward the ground. Opposite foot extended long.
I was just calling to check on an order. I
Into one
put an
long
order in with
line.
my doctor a couple of days ago, and just want to see if
Breathing
they're
into
over
the
there
side
and ready to go
body.
yet.
What's the last name?
It's
Feel free to stay here.
A-U-F, like
If you'd like a little bit more, you
Frank,
can reach
E-R-O-T-H.
up through.
First name
the
Steve.
right
Yep,
leg.
first name Steve. 220,
Yeah.
255.
I have both of them
You
ready.
could stay here.
But,
You could also
the
try
doors
reaching
are
behind
closing
you,
at
grabbing the
5:00
foot,
So unless you're right around the corner,
holding
it
it,
won't happen today.
No, I can come over
continuing
tomorrow.
that
That's
quad
no problem.
stretch on this side.
Yeah,
So
they're
you're
both ready.
you're only open till 5 now?
Because of the riots,
Oh.
they're closing the stores down.
Got it.
Inhale to release out of it.
And they
Coming back
still
to
have
all
the
fours.
entrance to the west. That's the only one that's open.
And then let that
Alright.
go.
Alright, thank
Just
you.
kind of shake it out.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Moving the hips from side to side. We're going to do that on the opposite side. Rolling onto the right
Probably
hand
not,
and
but they're
right
just
leg.
making sure.
Kick
'Cause
the
that's
calf
just,
out.
I mean, obviously they
Reaching
broke
up
into
and
Walmart.
overhead.
There's no cop presence. I mean, shit, people could steal hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of stuff. It's not like it's just a small little store. I mean, you know, you take quite a bit of effort, but if the cops aren't going to be there.
And then once again, option to stay here or
And
lifting
they
the
probably
back
have
foot.
security, but they're probably not armed, I imagine. So they're not going to
Continue to
stop you.
ground down through the thumb and forefinger of the right hand. And then again, you
Oh.
could stay here or with the foot on the ground, or you could reach back, grasping the
Yeah,
foot,
but
pressing
they're-
the foot into the hand.
Sounds like they're closing the store
And also
at
just
5 o'clock.
squeezing it
you know.
in, feeling these
I
two
thought the
different
curfew was at 10.
stretches.
So I guess it's still in place.
Good thing you didn't go to Walmart.
I wasn't going to go. I just because I haven't seen the.
The
Usually
gaze is an interesting part
I
here.
get a text
For a
within
little
the
more
day after
grounding, you
my
can look
doctor,
down at the ground.
You know, so they approve.
You
it,
can also
and then
gaze
usually the next
straight
day I get a
ahead.
text saying it's ready.
For a little more lift and levity, and to play with your balance, you can look up.
So
And then you'll
they're losing
release
money.
out,
They're closing at 5. They're losing money.
come back to all
And they're not paying their
fours.
staff, but
Yeah.
unless they're paying their staff for the time that they're not there, which would be the nice thing to do. But
And this is the part where if you've got blocks, you can move them to the top of the
they're supposed
mat.
to work at that time.
If you don't have blocks, that's okay.
Or if you were supposed to work
Not
at night, like
totally
the restockers, so
necessary.
maybe they go in because they can get in. Sleep
But you'll take the right foot forward,
So,
moving into a high lunge. Back
Crazy.
foot is down and flat on the ground. Come up to the knee, and then inhale, arms up to the sky. Ground down through your stable base here. Pressing the top of the back foot into the mat. Pressing all four corners of the front foot into the mat. Reaching up. And then exhaling to fold, straighten the front leg, coming into a half split. And this is where if you have blocks, you can use them. Front knee can be bent any amount. Think about taking the shoulders away from the ears. Lifting the toes toward the face, you can spread the toes. Moving through it dynamically, inhale, lifting up. Exhale, folding forward. And you could do that a couple more times on your breath. Inhaling, exhaling. And moving through that one more time. Inhaling to lift. Exhaling to fold.
They're gonna turn it into a juice shop or
And then let's come back up to a high lunge.
The Jew shop?
Exhale, hands to heart center.
oh.
I was
And
being
take the left
teased.
elbow to the right knee,
Instead of
moving into a twist.
The Jew shop, yeah.
If you'd like to make this more challenging, you can tuck the back toes and lift up into a
Anybody we
twisted
know?
high lunge.
No, 800.
Yeah.
Probably calling, it's Visa calling for you.
We tried 3 times. We're still
Pick
gonna
up your phone.
we're still gonna call you.
Inhale the knee back down. If it's up, untwisting. Reach the arms up. And then exhale, frame the foot, step back for all fours. Let that go. You can shake the head, yes and no, move the hips around. And then you'll bring the left foot forward. Same thing here, coming into a low lunge. Hands to start on the knee, back foot, top of the back foot pressing down, front foot pressing down, and arms lifting. Exhale, straighten the front leg, toes come up, hands come down. Front leg can be bent any amount. You may notice a difference in your two sides. Simply notice that and let that pass. And then moving dynamically once again, inhaling, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Exhaling, half splits, half Hanumanasana. Doing this a few times on your breath.
There we go. Sit her down.
Moving through this dynamically one more time. And then you'll come back to a low lunge. Exhale, hands to heart center. Right knee to right elbow to left knee, twisting, and stay in prayer. Option to tuck the back toes and pop the knee up, or feel free to keep that knee on the ground. Inhaling to unwind, coming back down with the knee, sending the right or the left foot back, releasing everything here. And then you can just push back to a brief down dog, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and send them back. One final stretch before we head into our Shavasana. And then you'll come all the way down. And if you've had a blanket this whole time, you can roll it up and place it under the knees. Come to your back. Just breathe here together for the rest of our time. Feel free to stay here if you don't have anywhere to be right afterwards. You could stay in your Shavasana, continuing to breathe in this meditative state, allowing the benefits of this practice to soak in. Relax through the eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Fill the belly with air. Send the air all the way down the body. Open the mouth and sigh it out. Allow yourself to let go of the breath. Allow yourself to sink into the floor and just be here.
Girl, can you fix the cake?
Poor Drew. Come here. Come on. Come on. Come here, Poppy. Boy, you feel like you're getting replaced or something.
I don't know.
What's your story, man? What's going on in that little noggin of yours?
You must have gooed and God too much.
Not much. I just pet her and pet him. Said, nice looking dog.
And feel free to stay
And we talked
in your
and that was it.
golden
So
Shavasana.
She's really sensitive.
If you don't have anywhere to be.
We're very jealous women.
You do have somewhere to be.
you
You
didn't even want
can
to
deepen
protect
the
me. You
breath.
didn't even care.
She cared. Her button usually said it all.
Bringing movement to fingers and toes.
All done.
Rolling through wrists and
It's okay.
ankles.
You normally don't.
Moving the head from side to side.
Like a kitty cat. It's okay, Drew. It's okay. Be careful. Let me
Stretch the arms up.
sensitive breasts.
There you go.
Bend through the knees.
Girl.
Rolling to the right side.
Right.
Keep the eyes closed.
You're a good girl. We're not bringing another dog here. Don't worry.
And using the hands, you'll press yourself up to seated. Coming into a comfortable seat. Hands come to heart center. Thank you for practicing with me this morning. I hope you're able to find some peace today, whatever way works best for you. I invite you to take whatever you got out of this practice in through the rest of your day.
Yeah, I was looking through your stuff.
Namaste.